I'm Juby.
I'm Justin.
And this is Azalea.
And we are inside our bus, Red Peppa. So it's a 1998 Bluebird TC2000. And she's amazing. We love her.
Yeah, she's a flat nose with a front engine, so she pulls the bus.
About 33 foot long and just enough space for us, I think.
This is the inside of our bus. We tried to get all wood that we had scavenged for, so a lot of it we got for free. This piece of wood came from our wedding. Because we have kind of a short bus, we tried to minimize the amount of space that we were using for a subfloor or insulation on the ceiling. So we went for super thin plywood and super thin flooring so that we could maximize the headroom, because you're tall.
It gets pretty tight in here.
Yeah. That rug over there is made out of camel hair. It's from Egypt. Loads of people ask us how and where we got it, I guess. Storage up here is stuff for my business. So I have packing materials for shipping out all kinds of gloss stuff. Our breakfast nook, where we eat all meals of the day, as well as do work.
It was her office desk, and she wanted to bring it in here. It was huge. And so we chopped it down and then used what was left, these drawers here, and installed those and put the cushions on top for seating area. And so that helped with storage and for seats, and it looks really cool too.
Yeah, I would love to have a bigger space for a guest to come and stay. We've had some people come and stay with us, and they've either camped in their trucks or in tents or hammocks outside. But to have the option, if it's cold or rainy or whatever, for a guest to stay inside would be nice. So if this little sofa area had a little extension, just doesn't have to be the whole way, but even to have just a bigger sofa area would be kind of cool. We lived in a small 2-bedroom house in Durham, and we felt like we were somewhat trapped there. We needed to be able to go places, and we felt like we couldn't. We were constantly trying to catch up with bills and keep up and just paycheck to paycheck.
All the time.
Yeah.
Financially, we were spinning our wheels and wanted to travel so much. And when we were watching other folks do it, looking from the outsider's perspective,
it looked like fun.
It looked like fun. It looked like it made a lot of sense too.
Yeah. I wanted a big kitchen. It was a priority. I really like cooking, and all the houses and apartments that we had lived in had about this much counter space, and I found that frustrating. So having a big kitchen was a good move and a good choice.
It's the smallest living space we've been in with the most counter space we've ever had.
With the most space in general, I feel like.
It's weird, but it's nice.
It is nice. It's because we made it special for ourselves and the way we live.
Yeah. This I really like. So we just ripped these off of pallets, these pieces of wood. They were really beautiful pieces of wood. So we just ripped these off. We put ropes in between the gaps. And same with this side too. Somebody was just getting rid of this 3-inch oak.
Yeah, I found it on the side of the road.
Yeah, it was just gorgeous. And so we installed that in this side. We kind of had funny pieces that we had to put together to get it to fit. So we put these two pieces here and then have this line. We just put sawdust and glue in between and just kind of did we paint it or what? Stained it, yeah, to kind of give it that dark color. And then Juby did all the work here, chiseling into this oak to have this kind of draining area for the dishes, which is really, really cool. 100-gallon tank, and that fits up underneath the bus. And underneath that, we have a 33-gallon gray water tank. And the 100-gallon tank, if we're pretty like conservative on water, we can make it last like 14 days. Normally it's closer to like 10, I think.
From the tank, we have a filter in the line, and then it comes out of this spigot, and then we filter it again. And it's been really helpful if ever we're running out of water and we need to like go to a hose. We don't know if it's like trustworthy. We throw it in the Berkey, and it does a good job at filtering through. We have a mini Polaroid camera, so we just like to take pictures, mostly of Azalea.
Yeah, she takes up most of this wall, but it's really awesome. We've along the way traveling, you meet tons of really, really cool people. So getting to take pictures of them and put them on the wall and remember them, and remember your times is really, really cool.
Yeah. So this is like our pantry / we have Tupperwares and flour. I have a superfood basket in there with teas and all that. And then we have all our appliances. So like a Vitamix, a juicer, a food processor. We have these clips to hold everything secure when we're on the road. That's pretty much on all of these cabinets here.
Yeah, we've got some pretty easy drawers, just pull out drawers for silverware and for dishes and things of that nature.
And then all of this stuff is like the rest of our pantry stuff, like dry goods. And then under here is all spices. They're like screwed on with the lids, and then you just like collect them.
It's like all Dijon.
Yeah, I like mustard.
Yeah,
I really like mustard.
We have the Dometic AC unit. We can't use it on the solar, but when we're plugged into shore power, we can use it, which is it's great. It's a lifesaver most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is the Fantastic fan. It's kind of in between shower and like our cooking station, so it helps kind of ventilate all that steam out of the bus and prevent any type of mold.
I think the fridge, we could probably go down
smaller,
slightly, maybe like 2/3 of this size.
Yeah, we don't use that much.
Yeah, we never fill the freezer, so yeah, I think we could probably cut that down a little bit. Downsizing, working on the bus, moving, getting ready for our first kid, trying to get our finances in order. We were literally about to lose our mind.
Yeah.
But like pushed through, and then so we moved into the bus, started finishing things up. We just got closer and closer.
And it felt good every time we got closer and closer. And then when we first moved into the bus, it felt like home. The Nature's Head toilet, and we hang our towels in there, and then I have like my makeup stuff, which is super minimal, and some jewelry things. We have other toiletries stored under here, toilet paper in here, and like mouthwash and creams and toothbrush and stuff like that. This is our shower. So you take this rod that's our toilet room door, and we move it like that, and then we close this whole area off, and we close that back shower curtain as well. And then we use this as our shower, and we just remove these rugs. We have our shower head here and this huge sunroof that we cut and installed, that's also kind of like a dome shape, so it gives more height. We just have wood here on the floor that has a drain down under it, and it all flows through the drain and into our gray tank under the bus. We have hot and cold and some botanicals. So this is the bedroom. This is where Justin and I sleep most of the time without Azalea, although she joins us in the morning or through the night. Right now, all we have is a small like bedside table over here on this side, which is also storage. So Azalea was growing, and we needed to find her a space that was going to be good for her. So we made her this little bedroom area that also at the very, very back is our electrical closet. Cat socks, undies, and all that on the top shelf. Jewelry and scarves, belts, bags, all that kind of stuff. And then Azalea has a little library that she can read from, and then we also have our big library up here that we can read from.
for our relationship, it brought us closer because we can kind of like get in tune with each other better. And the same with Azalea too, I think.
Yeah, to be more connected with like telling each other what each other's needs are, because it's such a small space. We needed to figure out how we were gonna take time for ourselves individually, and then together as a couple, and then together as a family.
Yeah. We got the red color at Home Depot. The name of the paint was Red Pepper. So that's kind of where the name of the bus came in. And so we used a spray gun to spray it, which is really, it was a lot of fun, but a lot of work. But really like how it turned out too. One of the things that I really, really love that we added in was the floodlights. These floodlights run off of 120 volts, I believe it is. And I don't know, they're just really nice to have. Like when we're in the middle of nowhere, and we want to hang out and have like a little chill area beside the bus, we can pop those on. They're LEDs, so they're low energy pull, and yeah, it like gives us a place to hang out outside. I really, really like that. 500 watts of solar, and so we've got 5 100-watt panels. Batteries here, we did the Trojan T105 REs, and I was really, really happy with those. I think we've got about 500 amp hours of power in those batteries, and then on this side, this is where we stuck our inverter, as well as 1500 watt. We got ours from Ames, which I was a huge fan. Ames is a really good quality company.
A couple tents in there, some other outdoor gear that we store.
We got a random cooler.
Scrap wood, hoses for the gray, dumping, and also filling.
This is like our first water heater installation we were gonna do, which ended up not being able to work out because the venting just wasn't going to be done properly. And so we went and switched over to this water heater, which is the brand's called Girard, and it was probably somewhere around 400 bucks, but I'm really, really happy with it. It runs off of propane and vents the air out this direction. And you know, I mean, it's relatively, you know, give it like 3 to 5 seconds and you've got hot water. And so we had really good experience with that. To fill up the water tank, we'll just open this thing up, stick the water hose in, and boom, it's super easy. If other folks are watching this thinking about going tiny or do their own bus, overall I would highly recommend, like definitely. It's so rewarding. And
there's a massive community of people out here that you can meet, and it's been really fun ingraining ourselves into that, because that's what we were looking for. The community is so epic and supportive, and so get yourself plugged in with that, those guys. And yeah, it can be a lot of work and overwhelming, but so worth it in the end. I've got a beekeeping business that's located in North Carolina, and so what we do is we take beehives that we manage and we install them in folks' backyards. I edit about once a week to put out a video once a week, and share about all our travels and how we live and all that. So that's been an income stream as of last year. And then I also have an online retail boutique. I sell like apothecary goods, jewelry. You can find our YouTube channel at Justin and Juby, and then our Instagram for the bus is also Justin and Juby. My business is called Moonflower Child, so you can find that on Instagram at moonflowerchild_boutique, and the website is just Moonflower Child, so you can shop all the goods there. And then you? Yeah, for me, it's Buddha Bee Apiary is our website, buddhabeeapiary.com, and then at Buddha Bee Apiary on Instagram, Buddha Bee Apiary on Facebook. So check us out if you're into bees or you want to learn more about bees, whatever. Or just spread the word. Yeah, just give us a shout. We'd be happy to talk with you. Can you say bye-bye?